In. Hello, guys. I'm here. This is Joey Franko from the UFO Hunter. My 7 p.m. Live stream on September 16th, 2021. I don't know. I know Eric said hello a minute ago, but will anybody remember me? It doesn't look like it. Anyway, I checked out my computer and everything, and I had everything set up right. I even had Apple open up a session and go through my computer with me today. And the only thing we could come up with is that the software maybe cuts off after 12 minutes and 30 seconds. I use tubebuddy, which is a program that helps you figure out what tags to use and helps you pick names and thumbnails for your videos so that they'll stand out in search engines. So anyway, it doesn't look like anybody's going to be here tonight. Huh. Well, anyway, I could tell you guys of how I started doing this, I guess. I don't think anybody's there. I don't know what to say. There's Eric. Hey, Eric, what's up, man? Can you hear me? Yeah? You should be able to. It cut out at 12 minutes and 30 seconds last time. So what are you up to, Eric? Can you hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I bet you can't. Can you hear me? Anyway, I hope this live stream thing goes good tonight. I've had a lot of trouble with trying to do these in the past. Anyway, there was 100 and something people that looked at my video and knew that I was going to have a stream tonight, but I guess Joey and the UFO Hunter channel isn't the most important thing in the world. That's for sure. It's just, I do this because it's kind of a hobby for me and you guys like it. So I share it with you guys, you know, and you guys are all my friends. So, anyway, I know there's a bunch of different ways to set this up where I can do like a trailer at the beginning. So I'm not very good with technology, and so I'm slowly figuring this out. When I first started doing my channel, I didn't even know how to turn the microphone on my DVR for my Armorsight Zeus. So a lot of my videos at the beginning were without sound. And basically, here's, okay. Here's my girlfriend. Anyway, that's all we got is Eric and my girlfriend. Can you hear me on there, Rhonda?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm live and I got sound. So got my Second Amendment shirt on, you guys. Don't tread on me. Yeah, you got to have Second Amendment rights, man. I know Oklahoma is good for that. I've had my concealed carry license for almost 10 years now. It's time to renew it next July. So anyway, I wound up buying a thermal scope to go pig hunting. Hey, Nautical Strings is here, man. I guess you guys can hear me. My girlfriend's listening in. She says you guys can hear me. Everybody here pretty much knows me, though. So anyway, I really don't know what to talk about. I guess we could talk about UFOs and what's going on in the UFO community. Maybe you guys could fill me in. Having a hard time commenting sometimes. That might be my internet because I have satellite internet here, which really sucks. It's Viasat, and they say they take care of Air Force One in the White House, but I very much doubt that because they really do suck. Viasat does. And shoot, I guess it might be my my internet provider might be lacking on this. I know that. You know, I've got the slow mode thing on. Maybe I can turn that off. Send a message every 1 minute. That's what I did wrong. The next.
Got a delay on it, honey.
Yeah. Shoot. I guess you can. I need to not do that next time. Oh, man. Maybe I need to start this over. Darn it. I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, you have a delay on it, though.
I don't know why I did that. We need to get you a real nice drone to follow these UFOs. Yeah, I wish I could afford one, you guys. I'm really not rich at this. I'm still paying on this new thermal scope, man. Everybody wants me to go out and get a tripod and stuff. And it's like, has anybody ever really filmed a erratic, unpredictable object with a tripod? Yeah, that's weird. That would be hard to do. I'm thinking more like a recliner, laying down on my back with one that spins around so I can let the scope sit on my face and keep it stabilized by doing it that way and filming. So anyway, next time I won't have the delay, you guys. I got it set up for 1 minute delay. I guess I thought that I wouldn't be able to keep up with the messages is what I thought. But I don't have that many people really, you know. I guess if I had hundreds of thousands of people, you might want to do it that way. So anyway, what would you guys like to see me do in my channel? In our channel. This is your guys' channel. I'm never going to take money for this. We need advertisement and sponsors. Yeah, I don't know. We don't want to. That'll just make YouTube money. I'm not going to monetize this channel because I don't want to have a business and I don't want it to be a job or a business. I just want to do this because I want to do it, you know, and I don't really care about doing it for money, you know, like a lot of these channels, they charge people to do a live stream and they just to talk to them, they charge you $5 or $10 or something. And I'm not going to do that to you guys, man. I promise this next one I have set up, I'll figure it out. I didn't do my research. I did contact Apple today and they looked through my computer and we could not figure out why it cut off at 12 minutes and 30 seconds. And Cheyenne's, she don't like this live streaming stuff. She's about 150-pound Rottweiler sitting back there. She's pretty old. Anyway, Cheyenne, come on, be quiet. I guess this isn't going to be my best stream yet either. I guess this will be a trial and error thing with this live stream. Oh yeah, you got a couple Rottweilers, huh, Eric? Yeah, I've got a Jack Russell, we've got a Yorkie, and we got a Rottweiler, and that's it. Show the dog. Let's see if I can do that. This is my. Let's see if I can show you Cheyenne. Come here, Cheyenne. Can you guys see her now? Yeah, there she is. She's big as hell. Come here, Shy. There she is. She's kind of crippled up. She's really old. I accidentally stepped on her leg the other day and sprained her ankle, man. She gets right underneath her chair. And anyway, I hung a flag up for you guys behind me. I'm going to get a desk here pretty soon, and I'll figure out this live streaming thing. I just figured out how to put music in my my videos and stuff like that, you know. Maybe you guys could suggest some better music or a place to find some better music. Have a great Roddy that passed, but now have a pit bull. Yeah, I've had a pit bull too. His name was Max, and he put a bone. He'd hide his bone up against the fence and put some stuff over it. And I messed with him, grabbed his bone one time. And he goes, ah. And then that dog became a demon dog. He started going out underneath my truck out in the yard and ripping the wiring out. I had a couple Chihuahuas back then. We'd lock him out in the backyard. He broke through the back door and peed all over the house and had the Chihuahuas trapped on the recliner with my bigger Chihuahua, like guarding the two older ones. And yeah, so we had to give him away to somebody because I couldn't handle him. He was too much to handle. Oh, Max. How much does my scope cost? Well, the old scope that I have. Hi, Jason. My old scope I had was an Armacite Zeus Pro, and it cost about close to $5,000. My new scope, which is coming back from the shop, it'll be here Monday and Tuesday. I'm getting 2 items. My scope the compass wouldn't work, and this new one cost about $3,500, close to it, And then I'm getting about a $500 add-on, which is it's a radar rangefinder, which locks in on objects. You screw it on the front of the scope. Now, this scope looks more like a rifle scope, except it's a lot bigger and it weighs 2 pounds. I imagine with this new add-on thing, it's probably going to be heavier yet. Yeah, but the new one's an ATN Thor 4. It's got a smooth zoom optical. Eric, this stuff is really expensive. Yeah. I think everybody should get one, though, because there's like a hidden world out there of just heat stuff. How did you sort it? How did I sort it? Sorry, Jason, I got this thing set up where you can leave a message only every 2 seconds. Can you say the brand again? Okay, the first one was Armacite Zeus, like the god Zeus, the demigod. And it was made by FLIR, which is Forward Looking Infrared. That's the name of the company. And that's a military contractor. And it's been battle tested, that scope. And my new one is made by ATN, and it's a Thor 4. It's 4.5 by 18 smooth zoom, which is an optical zoom, where the Zeus had a digital zoom. When digital zoom is like cropping, and it really sucks. It gets real grainy. But I really missed that scope. I sold it. I sabotaged myself so I would stop doing this and watching the UFOs in 2018. And then within 6 months after I did that, they came out with these Navy footage on the, I lost the audio again. No. Can you hear me?
For some reason, it's kind of grainy.
My audio is?
No, it's the video is. I think it's because our internet, honey.
Can you hear me, though?
Well, I have got it on right now.
Huh. Man. You hear me? Can you hear me? I might end the stream and see if I can start it back up again. I don't know how it works. But if you guys can't hear me.
I think it's because of the...
Can you hear me? Rhonda?
Don't have to look.
Oh, yeah, they can hear me. I hear you. Okay. Audio, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool, guys. Next time I'll have it set up to where it's not 1 minute so you guys can ask questions. I thought it was going to be so fast that I wouldn't be able to keep up with it. And it's got a way where I can put a like a trailer on the beginning of it, like show a part of a movie and then discuss it or whatever. I don't know if you guys know of any better music places where I can acquire some better music, or if you even like having music. I've had people complain saying that UFO researchers don't use music, but if you ever watch Ancient Aliens or any of those like UFO hunters, they've got music in the background. I think every show does. Skinwalker Ranch, that was my favorite show, man. Did you guys see that? The one where they had the helicopter up about 5,000 feet. Oh, how did I fix the audio? There was never a problem with it, Jason. It just, for some reason, it stopped. I had Apple look through my computer today. Other ways you can think you can make direct contact. Well, everybody's telling me to do this CE5 stuff, this Dr. Greer stuff, and it's about like meditation and stuff like that. And I don't know, I've never really been into that meditation type of stuff, you know. I know I contact them with a laser. Basically, they would never know I was there unless I shine a laser at them, you know. And you can't see that laser in thermal. People are saying I'm shining, like heating the clouds up, and that's how you're seeing my UFOs and stuff. And there's no way that little laser, just 100 milliwatt laser, is going to heat up a cloud and leave a dark spot in the sky. So that's how I contact them, though. That's pretty much how I contact them, is with a laser. And then I film them with thermal, which, man, if everybody had a thermal scope, I mean, that's a whole invisible world out there. Infrared, it's okay, but it's just a small band of light, and it's nothing compared to thermal. Thermal's a real large band. It's not actually, it's light, but it's kind of like light because heat gives off light, I guess. And it just detects the radiation of the heat instead of the light it gives off. So Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think I need to change in my channel, or do I need to do something different, or what's your guys' ideas? I do this for you guys. Maybe meditation can help. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure they've got telepathy. What do you guys think about that deer camera alien picture? GTG. This is 1 a.m. in the UK. LOL. See you next stream or next video. Okay, Jason, you better go to sleep, bud, because it's late, man. You got to go to work tomorrow, probably, huh? Sleep good, brother. Glad my UK brothers are here. We got to stick together, man. All of our NATO friends, man. Love you guys, bud, over there in the UK. Anyway, what do you guys think I should do different with my channel? Please keep going out and keep filming the UFOs. Yeah, I would be. My scope isn't here. It's been in this new scope's been in the shop 5 times. I've gotten 3 new UFOs, three new scopes, and 2 repaired. So they went through it this time and made sure it's going to be right. I'm going to get my money back and get me another Zeus. Okay, let's see. Just keep going out. Okay, you don't have to change anything. You're fine. Okay, Nautical Sprint. I think you're doing great. Just keep compiling data. We'll figure it out sometime. So what do you guys think about the music, man? Do you like the music in the background? Some people don't. I've heard either way. I mean, I don't know if you want to take your show in that direction with the meditation.
No.
I don't know. I'm kind of a, I mean, I don't preach to anybody, but I'm a Christian, and I'm not going to ever preach to you guys about it. That'll be the last you hear of it. I used to talk about it in my videos, but I'm not doing that anymore because it just makes some people mad. What's the name of the place where you filmed all the craft? The name of the place, well, I'm going to tell you where it's near. It's near Ardmore, Oklahoma, but it's not exactly Ardmore, Oklahoma, because I don't want people showing up at my house out there. And the other place was at my ex-girlfriend's house, and it's a town called Overbrook, Oklahoma, and it's just a dot on the map, not if even that. And the road is called Buccaneer Road. So if you guys ever get a thermal scope, you go out there, and that's a hot spot. Music is good. Grab a tripod. But have you ever seen anybody film, Anthony, you ever seen anybody film with a tripod, like a erratic object flying all over the place? I don't think I've ever seen anybody filming with a tripod. I'm thinking about getting me a recliner that spins around and get a pillow on that, just lean back at the sky, and then if I need to turn 360 degrees, I can, and it'll sit on my face and be a lot more stable, and it won't hurt my shoulders and neck like it does. That's what I'm going to work at. I don't think a tripod's going to help. I was thinking about going out and buying a $500 tripod, but I really can't afford it right now, and this thing's actually meant to be put on an AR-15 or a hunting rifle. Sounds good, Joey. Okay, well, that's what we're going to plan on. We're going to start looking on Facebook at Marketplace and seeing if I could find a recliner on there to buy. Is there a mountain or a big leg where you film? Okay, you mean a lake?
No.
Anyway, there is a mountain range, and it's called the Arbuckle Mountains, really close to where I live. And it's the oldest mountain range in the nation. Arbuckle Mountains, it's called. And there's lakes all over the place. There's Lake Murray, Mountain Lake, Ardmore Lake, Gene Noonstadt Lake. There's like 5 lakes where I live, and there's waterfalls too where I live. That cool ass waterfall where there's a Don't tell them where I live. It's too close. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Have these orbs all over my house. One flew at me because I asked it to come closer, and then it did. I got scared, and it started to back away immediately. Flew back to where it was. Why are they here? I don't know why they're here. There's evidence that they've always been here. You can look in the Indian caves and watch the ancient aliens and the Aztec, over there in Peru, those lines in the sand. I think they've always been here, Justin. I don't know. I don't believe there are gods, but they might be our watchers, which is mentioned in the Bible. It talks about watchers, and they might be the watchers. I don't know what they do. I know that they're attracted to people with blood type O, RH negative. My ex-girlfriend was that blood type, and I don't know. As crazy as she was, I think that she was probably being abducted for all these years. Her little grandson has the same blood type, so maybe that's why she's so crazy. I don't know. I won't mention her name. She won't be watching this. Have you ever seen orbs where you live? Well, my daughter did about a couple years before I started filming UFOs. She saw an orb, like a purple globe. I am negative and abducted. I am A negative and abducted. Huh. Anyway, the orbs were out in the back field. She seen an orb flying right behind my house in this back field. And about an hour later, her boyfriend, about a mile away, seen it going through the pasture where he lives too. And I didn't believe him, Anyway, Justin's O negative and Nautical Strings is A negative. I don't know what I am. I know I'm not ORH negative. That's the most rare blood type. And those people anybody can use ORH negative blood, anybody with any blood type, but they have to have that very rare blood type. And that's the only kind of blood they can have. And it said that UFOs are attracted to that, and people with green or hazel eyes have a 30% chance of being abducted. So I don't know how much truth that's into that. I heard that on Ancient Aliens. So anyway, this is going a lot smoother than it was the other night. At least my audio is working tonight. Anything else you guys would like to ask me or have me do to my channel? Or try to, I'm going to definitely go out and start filming every night. I just want to get a chair that I can sit in and lean back in, because it hurts my neck and my shoulders to stand there and hold that thing up in the sky, and I don't think a tripod is the answer. Some guy came in my messages and explained that you can't, are some of your videos you post old? Yes. Most of them they are fairly new. I do have some new ones. I've just started filming. In July 9th, I bought a brand new thermal scope. When I quit my UFO channel, I sabotaged myself because for spiritual reasons, I couldn't believe in both, and when I saw the Navy footage, I started filming again. Anyway, does Zeus have video out? Yes, it does. You have to buy a DVR for a Zeus. It's like a little thermal DVR. And man, you guys should have been around. I sold that thing on eBay for like $2,000. I just wanted to get rid of it. I use a spotlight and they definitely respond. Well, the ones I got here, for the most part, are cloaked. You cannot see them. You can't see anything. I got one eye in my scope and I got one eye in my thermal, and there is nothing there and there's no sound. And that one that hovered over me for 6 minutes, I couldn't see it, and it actually scared the heck out of me because I didn't know what it was. Cool. Looking forward to the new ones too. Thanks, Joey. Thanks, Rich. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'd imagine different places. I mean, for some reason here, they don't want to be seeing these UFOs, and I would have never seen them if not for that UFO I saw hovering over my front yard one evening. It was still daylight, and this thing was just hovering over my house, and I nudged my girlfriend. I go, "Can you see that?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I shined my cat laser at that thing, and it just went off like a light. It either shot away so fast I couldn't see it, or it just went invisible. And I think that it went invisible is what I think, that it just went off with like a switch. And I think this thing was like, there's some kind of structure over my house. I think it's cloaked too. I used to have a deer camera in my trailer, and it took a picture, and it's activated by motion. And I had this guy MC play with the lighting of it and bought out this definite metal structure. If you ever watch the deer camera alien picture, at the end of that, if it has video out, plug it into a TV or screen, then you can use a tripod and look at the screen. Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to record. And besides that, I don't have that Zeus anymore. This new scope, yeah, I did that with the strobe light. I'll tell you about that in a minute, Eric. This new scope has built-in mini SD cards. Anyway, Eric, yeah, I did that. Did you ever watch my story video about how I did that with a strobe light off my AR-15, which is real bright, and my laser, and I kept flashing pictures until these orange balls showed up, about 8 of them, right over the top of my house, and they shot out all different directions towards the horizon with big orange tails on them. And then all of a sudden, something hit me in the chest and knocked me to my knees and gave me a regular heartbeat. And ever since then, every once in a while, I get in a regular heartbeat. So, yeah, they don't like the strobe lights, I don't think, too much. I think it was some kind of defensive thing that happened for whatever's hovering over my house. I was staring one day in the pure daylight, a white orb for like 5 minutes from about 100 yards away, and it literally just disappeared in front of me. Yeah, I've never seen anything with my eyes other than twice. I saw that first disc-shaped UFO. It was gray. It's like the icon of my channel. That is the made contact video, stopped in the right place. If you watch the enhanced version and you stop that version in the right place, you'll come up with that shape of that UFO. And I took a picture of it, and that's my channel icon. That looks just like that UFO I saw with my eyes. Now, as far as an orb, I've never seen an orb with my eyes. One night after I hadn't filmed for a couple of years, I was outside in my backyard in the dark. I looked up at the sky and I saw this big, it looked like a hot dog or a cigar. It was dark and it was slowly moving through the clouds. And I go, oh no, here we go again. You know, I saw that. I was like shocked again, just like when I saw that first UFO. But I'm definitely a believer in UFOs. And yeah, I think aliens do exist now. I really do believe that. I'd imagine there's good ones and bad ones, just like there is with us. There's good and bad people in the world. And I don't know why these things don't want to be seen where I live. Maybe it's the government experiment with something. But that one that hovered over me for 6 minutes was definitely, they're definitely real nautical strings. I agree with you there. I didn't believe it until it happened to me in 2016 when I saw that. And I was like so much in shock. I should have ran and got a camera and took a picture of this thing instead of shining my cat laser at it. But anyway, there's the 3 videos I recommend you guys watch would definitely be made contact with a real UFO. And then the deer camera alien picture gets an idea of what these things look like. They're about 3 foot tall with big eyes, and they look like the classic alien. And then it'll also show you the UFO over the top of my house or this mothership. And then the other one would be my story video. Okay, I think most of UFO sightings are the military, but some are real intelligent life. I agree. I think we have these things too. I hope we do, because at my house, about 200 miles from here, there is basically an invasion going on, because I can go outside there and film something within 20 minutes. Now, I didn't spend that much time out there this last 2 weeks I was there, because I was painting and cutting weeds, and I was hurt, and it hurt me, and I was real tired, and it was so humid I couldn't breathe. But I did probably spend a few hours out there. We humans can be very primitive at times. Maybe that's why they don't come. Okay, have you seen Chris Latina, retired military pilot that discusses this stuff, and the UAP videos? No, I haven't seen that. Hey, Brittany, what's up? Wow, I'm glad you're here, Brittany. There's only like 8% of women that watch this channel. We need more ladies there. See, there's my Jack Russell. That's Samantha. Anyway, she's my favorite doggy. Um, yeah, I'm glad you ladies are here because, I mean, it's boring having a bunch of guys just watch UFO channels. I guess ladies aren't as much into UFOs as us guys are. But I've got a few ladies here that come and watch, and I'm glad you ladies are here. Um, I agree with Justin. What did Justin say? Yeah, I agree that there's probably a percentage of them that are. I think the ones where I got to go with aliens because they're cloaked, they're sneaky, and that one that followed me out into the woods, it was like 100 yards over in front of me down the trail at 4 a.m. I almost turned around and get back. Could you imagine going out in the woods alone at 4 a.m. and having a UFO follow you out of there? Most people would run away. But I just went out there and I hunted. But when I put my hand on my pistol, that thing within a second wasn't ahead of me anymore. It was right over the top of me. And then I turned to run and it was gone. So I did lose that whole day out there. The beam of light above the alien in the picture. Can you comment on that? Yeah, that is weird. It almost looks like it has a pencil line, like it's been drawn in with a pencil line. And that's when I look at it close, and it looks like a corkscrew beam of light, and it's coming straight out of the sky. And some people say it's that effect where bugs are flying, bars or something like that. I don't think this was no bar. If you look at that thing close, it's right over that alien, and there's like these bubbles over the top of all this thing, the ship that's there. And it looks like there's almost two aliens there, like maybe they're beaming in, like Star Trek or something. But yeah, that beam of light is strange, man. And if you can find that beam of light, I mean, some people don't see it. It looks like energy to you. Yeah, it could be something. Maybe it's some kind of protective shielding around them because, hey, we're armed. I'm in that blind back there with my 243 Thompson Center and sitting there, hunting, but I'm asleep. I slept the whole day. I remember seeing some weird sun coming in my face. The next thing I know, it was 6 p.m. out there. So, yeah, I mean, they're probably afraid that we'll shoot them, I'd imagine. Look at the camera like you're talking. Okay. That's my girlfriend. Okay. Sorry, guys. I keep looking at the comments. Anyway, I have to look over to the comments. Anyway, what else would you guys like to see on my channel? Different music? Do you guys have any suggestions? Okay, do you use optics that are available to the public? Well, that depends on, Joa, what country you live in. Most countries, thermal is illegal. Like, I've got 4th generation thermal. In Canada, they could only have 3rd generation. And most countries in Europe and Australia can't even have thermal at all. Her giggle in the background is the best. You hear that, Rhonda? I think the aliens are watchers. Yeah, it does talk about watchers in the Bible. If you've read the Bible, Ezekiel, there's a few other chapters in there that talk about circles inside of circles. Howdy, UFO Joe. Howdy, Trumpzilla. How you doing? Yeah, I'm glad you guys are all here tonight, man. It's like a family kind of thing. Too bad we couldn't eat together, and talk about UFOs and crazy stuff, How many of you guys have seen UFOs out there? Does anybody have videos or pictures of UFOs that they'd like to share or anything? I mean, I could share them for you with your permission if you want me to. You could just email them to me at frankojoey6@gmail.com. At Gmail. There you go. I think they are AFOs. What's an AFO, Rhonda? I haven't yet, but I am using CE5 to contact. I really hope you try it. So you think I should try it on camera while I'm filming, huh, Brittany? I'm sorry, I've got this thing set up to where you can only leave a comment every minute. I thought the comments would be so fast that I wouldn't be able to keep up. But next time I'm just going to let them roll. So you'll only be able to leave a comment every minute. I kind of messed that up. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit more research on that. I have watched his fifth encounter, close encounter, the fifth kind video movie on TV. You won't believe what I have experienced in my life. I believe anything nautical strings. I've had some other things. When I first got my thermal scope, we went to a few places where we went ghost hunting. And the very first time I went ghost hunting, I caught a black mass peeking around. It was like a house that was set up for Halloween a couple months before Halloween. But this place was haunted. And I filmed a black mass come. I was behind everybody filming, and a black mass peeked around the corner and ducked back in a few times. And I got that somewhere. I don't know where that SD card is anymore, but I could ask that Oklahoma Paranormal. They have that SD, and I can maybe get a copy from them. And another thing, let's see. That was another thing I felt. Another thing that happened was one lady goes, "I'm getting touched." This is the same night, ghost hunting. And the next thing you know, my hair's standing on end, and I feel like a little finger running up my arm like this. And I'm thinking, man, that feels like a little girl because it was down real low. So, yeah, I've seen other things too. And I've had some spiritual, like demonic and angel experience too once. And I really don't want to go into that. I would set the camera to the sky while you try it. So not look through it. You mean Brittany? Just set it up and just point it to the sky and then not look into it, huh? And then meditate, ask them to come and get rid of all my fear and stuff, right? Kind of meditation type thing. Yeah, I guess I could try that. I don't have a tripod or anything, and I don't think I could film with a tripod because, a moving object is really hard to film on a stable thing. You'd be surprised. I have to jump all over the place to film these things, walk and spin and turn and twist. And I don't know if I could do that with a tripod, but I guess I could set it up in the sky and just, okay, exactly. Try to do it without fear. They don't like scaring us, and we'll back off. Yeah, just like that made contact video. I asked them to come back, and they really did. They started coming back, and then I was scared, and I wish they had landed in the front yard so I could have introduced you guys to them. But that didn't happen, That would have been really cool, wouldn't it? But that was weird having contact with a UFO like that. I wonder how many people have that on video, something like that. Because a lot of people say I'm faking this stuff, and like I'm using a laser I'm filming my laser pointer in the sky, and the laser pointer isn't going to put off heat to where I could film a dot in the sky, and I shine my laser into my thermal scope, and they still think that stuff. And Reddit's pretty much banned me from. Somebody was pretending to be me on Reddit. There's my dog again. He's thirsty. That's Samantha. Anyway, someone was pretending to be me on Reddit. I'm Joey Mom 77. Well, somebody's running around Joey Mom 777, and they blocked me because of it. And you know what? That was messed up because it wasn't me. I've never watched anything on Reddit. I have never watched a single other UFO thing on there other than sharing my videos on there. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about if I could get 18 of you to get with me and somebody that knows how to set up a channel, we could start our own Reddit channel. But it takes 18 people to come together and come up with a name and to come up with our own little Reddit channel. I don't know if you guys got any ideas or anybody out there can organize this. I'm not sure how it's done or if anybody knows how to do it, but I know the rules on how to do it. I would really like to do that. Could someone help you film while you both focus and meditate? Well, my girlfriend would do it probably with me. Yeah, she would probably do that. My scope is going to come back on Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, I get my radar rangefinder, which is I can lock in on objects up to a mile away. So that's over 6,000 feet up in the sky. So, that's probably a lot of UFOs are up about that height. And then I'm going to start filming again next week. So I do still have footage on my desktop that I haven't shared with you guys. I just got done having surgery on my sinuses, so I haven't felt really good. I'm sending you my personal video via email. I filmed it with my Nikon B500. It was watching my wife in the backyard and try to hide once it knew. Yeah, share that. That would be really cool, Trumpzilla. I'd like to see that. I don't know if you want me to share it on YouTube for you or if it belongs to you, or because I don't want to get any strikes against me for sure. But I really don't want to be a channel that uses, that survives off of other people's work, like a few other channels out there I can think of. I just don't want to do that. I want to do my own stuff pretty much, but I will share stuff for you guys because I consider this your guys' channel too. When I'm dead and gone, this will be my legacy, I'd love to see that too. Yeah, me too. I'd like to see it. It's up to him if he wants me to share it. He'd have to give me permission to share it in an email. Anyway, I don't know. How do you guys feel about trying to set up a Reddit account altogether? It's on your channel. What's your channel's name? Trumpzilla? I know you won't be able to answer for 1 minute. So anyway, let us know what your channel name is, and we'll go there to see it. I'd really like to see that. Is it during the day or at night, or how many subscribers do you have on your channel, Trumpzilla? I'd imagine you're a Trump supporter. I tend to like Trump myself, but I'm not real political.
Not political.
Yeah, I'm not political. I just love America. Anyway, a lot of countries, thermal's illegal. You can't have guns or thermal. I don't know why they consider thermal a weapon. I guess because they want to use it to control us, and they don't want us to be able to. I saw 2 UFOs in the clouds in my front yard. I saw 1 UFO above the stadium in our city, which I filmed. Oh, that's cool. Where are you from, Nautical Strings? Listen to your lady. Yeah, she's in the background talking. Anyway, I don't know where most of you people live. Does anybody here live in Oklahoma? I know I have one person on here that says he lives in Oklahoma. I don't know. My daughter lives in Texas, and I know she watches this channel too. I know this doing these live streams helps me get watch hours, and I need about $2,400 more watch hours to be able to get all the stuff done. You live in Texas? My daughter lives near Spur, Texas. You know where that is? She's on this channel. I don't know if she's watching right now, but her friends do. One day she came up to me and said, "Dad, you're famous." She worked at this little school in Spur, and she goes, some girl asked me, "Are you related to Joey Franko?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah." And she goes, "He was on secure team." The Netherlands, huh? Wow. I can't even tell you where that is. I guess that's like up by Finland and stuff, huh? Oregon. Have you researched any ley lines, Joe? Lots of activity over areas where ley lines are. No, I'm not real familiar with the map stuff for where ley lines are. Yeah, Oregon's real pretty. I like there. I went to Lake Almador and went fishing there when I was a kid. I don't know if you've ever heard of Lake Almador. It's kind of by the California border there. And Oregon's a beautiful state, man. Denmark, man. Wow. Action Jesus. Huh. Where else? Anybody else here want to tell us where they're from? I will look into ley lines. I don't know how I could find that. Maybe there's some kind of ley line maps. I've heard there a lot of power radiates out of there. I know one night I was in my front yard, and out of the side of my eye, I was filming UFOs. I saw this big old flash in the sky. And it wasn't really a fireball. I called it a wormhole. Katy, Texas, huh? Anyway, I'm thinking, I don't know, these people are talking about these flash bulb things where you see like flashes every few minutes in the sky. I don't know what that is, but I definitely saw one of these flash bulb things, and I'm not sure what that is. I'm in Portland, have only been to Southern Oregon a few times. Use DuckDuckGo to search instead of Google. Type in ley lines and click images. Okay, I'll try that, Brittany. Thanks. Okay, let's see. I saw one when I asked them to come. I saw one UFO going underneath our boat in Spain and one UFO from the inside when I was 12. Did you get any videos of that, Nautical Strings, or pictures or anything? It sounded like you was just a kid. Yeah, I've got DuckDuckGo account too. I don't know what my name is. It might just be UFO Hunter. Um, Check me out. I don't use Facebook. I don't like Facebook. Um, LOL, no pictures, huh? Darn it. I wish you did. I guess when you was a kid, it was kind of a shock to see something like that. Okay, I've seen those flashes. Sometimes they are called sprites. Yeah, those are like lightning bolts you see above the clouds. The satellites film. This is something different. This is like on a clear night. And all of a sudden, out of the side of my eye, I saw the sky get really bright like a flash, but there was no lightning, and it was in one area. I don't know if it could have been a supernova or what it was. That's what I think they are, but people say they're not. These flash bulb events, they are interdimensional. I think the flashes are the portals, wormholes. Einstein-Rosen bridge open them to arrive in our dimension. Yeah. Yeah, they do that in that movie Thor, that Einstein Rosen bridge. Yeah, that's what I called the video. You guys couldn't see it because it didn't radiate any heat, but I called that video. I called it wormhole. Something about a wormhole. I've still got all these old videos on my desktop. I'm slowly going to start putting them back up. A lot of you guys haven't seen them, and I'm going to continue to make new ones too. Anyway, hell, we've been talking for 47 minutes, man. It's been pretty interesting. I've got, as long as you guys want to talk, I mean, I've got as much time as you guys want to spend on here. Let's see, any more suggestions out there? I wonder how many people are here. It doesn't say how many people are here. It just got 0 out of 200, and I don't know why that is. It should say how many people are here. Do you guys see how many people are here? No. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to definitely look into the ley line thing. Sorry to hog the comments. It's an exciting topic for me, LOL. 8 people here, it seems. Okay, that's it, huh? 8 people. But hey, 8 people is good. I'm glad I got that many. I've got that video linked to the chat. Not sure if I can link it correctly. Hopefully it worked. Okay, that's cool, Trumpzilla. Yeah, I don't mind you hogging up the stuff. You're talking a lot more than a lot of people here, Brittany. One idea for the videos would be a quick rundown of what gear you use. I'd really be interested to see that. Okay, well, there's a video. My ATM Thor scope comes today. It's back towards the beginning of my channel over 30 days ago when I got it. It was around July 9th. And I filmed that scope. And I do have a video of my old scope too. And I'll see if I can find that and share it. My old one was an Armacite Zeus. And my new one is an ATN Thor 4. I'm not sure what ATN stands for. It's not a military scope like my first one. But the second one is used by my new one is used by law enforcement and hunters mostly for hog hunting. And it's pretty clear. I like it, you know, if I could just keep it out of the shop, you know. when I got rid of my Zeus, I sabotaged myself and sold it for like $2,000, so I wouldn't film UFOs anymore. And then 6 months later, they came out with this Navy footage on TV, and man, I just kicked myself in the rear for selling that thing. I missed that Zeus. I wish I had one again. Hey, Nautical, I'd love to hear more about those stories. Yeah, you guys ought to hook up on here and get each other's information and stuff, or email, and you guys could talk about that. I mean, I've got a lot of stories I could tell you. I tell a lot of them in my book. My story video, my book. I never write a book. But let's see. I have had like experiences with ghosts a couple times, and actually a spirit with a demon and an angel too when I was younger. So I've had some weird stuff happen. 2 years ago, one street light on the wall, and in my kitchen, it looked like there were 10 policemen shining very bright lights. Light bulb, light mixed together. It lasts for about 3 seconds. That's weird. Third Phase of the Moon, a YouTube channel, has shown these 40-year-old mads of aliens on Earth. Seems legit. Yeah, they wanted to share one of my videos once, but I never got it back to them on that. They wanted to share that made contact Third Phase of the Moon, that made contact video. Well, what's my most positive experience with them? I think that my made contact with the real UFO, other than me being scared, was my most favorite moment of all the videos and all the experience I've had with UFOs and aliens, that it would be that video. It was my favorite moment, and I did get it in video too, so I've documented it forever. When I'm dead and gone, that thing will still be on YouTube for you guys to watch and share. All these videos will. I'll never take this channel down again. This is for you guys, my legacy to you guys. There are portals, wormholes all over the world. I have a link to a map. That's how they travel. Can you email me that map? That would be cool. I know that they go over what's those, Stonehenge. There's a little mound there, and people have filmed UFOs like with going through the clouds on this mound by Stonehenge, and they think there's a wormhole there. It looks like they're flying through something, and all of a sudden they appear and they disappear. I've seen that on Stonehenge I think it was Ancient Aliens, pretty much. That was the best video. Yeah, that was my best video. That thing was all real. It couldn't be more realer than that video. I was scared. I shouldn't have been, I guess, but it was the first time I've had an experience that close to a UFO, not knowing what they were. I would definitely do it different next time. Maybe they would land on my front yard. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Get that on video. I know that day when I was in the woods hunting, where I lost the whole day, that something had messed with my deer feeder that day when we got that alien picture on my deer camera. And my scope had been messed with too. It was on the floor, and it was on the other side of the tent from where I remember it being. So I kind of think they kind of checked me out that day and put me to sleep and maybe experimented. I love when they come back when you ask. I'm sure can email that to you. Stonehenge is on a ley line. Pyramids too. Yeah, I have seen that. All this pyramids are all lined up, I think all over the world almost. I don't know if it's just in Egypt, but they can draw out like a line connecting them, all the pyramids, I heard. That's a really cool thing. Yeah, I believe the pyramids are some kind of form of power they give off, and they found pools of processed mercury underneath some of these pyramids too, which is Mercury is not liquid form unless it's processed, and it's pretty complex. You got to be a chemist to do it, and have these pools of mercury under these pyramids. Somebody did it, and I don't think the ancient people did it. It had to be aliens. So anyway, my email, I'll give it to you at gmail.com. There's my email again. Honestly, Stephen Greer has a ton of info. I research him a lot. Gaia, yeah, I wanted to join that, but they wanted money. How much money does it cost to join that? There could be a lot of expenses in this UFO hunting stuff. I've got to have Google Drive. I got to pay money for that. I've got to have extra storage space. Like with iCloud, you got to buy all this stuff costs money. I'm just a retired construction worker, so trying to keep the cost down as much as I can. I know you guys want me to go out and buy a tripod, and I probably will end up getting one and trying what you said. Hey, Commander Vile, what's up, man? He's been here from the beginning. Commander Vile is with me the whole time through my other channel. A Chinese emperor has mercury in his tomb. Yeah, that's probably an ancient Chinese emperor too. And how do these people know how to do chemistry like this and process mercury? I've seen a video where they put a pool of mercury on the table, and they take a positive hot wire and a negative hot wire, and they put it to it. It rises up off the table and starts to rotate. So I think that possibly these anti-gravity motors are made with mercury, possibly. I think that mercury is a pretty unique metal, liquid metal. That's amazing. You can download a smart TV if you have one. I do have the smart TV. I believe you can get it for like $12 a month. Also look for tripods on Craigslist or Marketplace. Okay, I'll do that. I'll check it out. Maybe I can. I've got one at my house, but it's real cheap, and I don't think I'd trust my scope on it, because if that one falls, it would mess it up. I need to buy a better one than I got at my house. I worked in construction, but I'm basically retired due to injury. Yeah, I'm injured too. I was a plasterer that worked in San Francisco, and I've got a bunch of injuries too, Commander Vile. Plastering was a hard job, and I was the boss for a long time, but I had to race everybody, and I pay for it now. Y'all and Joey have to run to the store. Put pillows under your tripod just in case. Yeah, that's a good idea, Brittany. Yeah, that would be a good idea for sure. Put something out there as a cushion in case it does fall over. Yeah, my Armacite Zeus could take it because it was like encased in rubber, for military use. But this one isn't as tough as that other one was, and they don't tell you how far of a blow it can take, but they tell you just don't drop it, So that tells you, you better not drop it because it won't be warranted. It's got like a 3-year warranty on it. Anyway, how many people are here now? I wonder why I can't see how many people are here. Huh. Anyway, anything else you guys like to talk about? Definitely going to try and get a tripod. I'm definitely going to get a recliner so I can lean back and something that rotates and do it that way too, to help with my shoulder and my neck. 8 people are here. Wrap it in a bubble. There you go. One of those bubble wrap things. That's a good idea, huh? Wow, I've only got 8 people here, man. That sucks, huh? But I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are all the ones that are always watching my videos. You're the main 8. I wish I could really get 18 people together so we could start our own Reddit channel. That would be cool. I don't know what we'd call it, but I don't know. I kind of like Reddit. It's a lot like Facebook. But the people that have these sites are real snobby, kind of, and they'll just ban you for no reason. I never did anything to those people. It kind of hurt my feelings that they did that to me. But I don't know. I put all my videos into my profile on Reddit now, so you guys can see them on Reddit too, or just better yet, just come right here. So we're going to be looking into the ley lines. Brittany's going to send me these ley line maps, and what was the other one, Brittany? There was something else that you were going to send me, and then I have no clue how to use Reddit. I just browse it. Yeah, they've got these different sites. There's our UFO, there's our alien, there's UFO believers. They don't want to see anything because my videos are real, and they don't want to see anything real. I don't know what they watch and what kind of great footage they have, but what I'm filming is definitely real. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. They say something about self-promotion in it. They don't like that. And it's like, I'm not making no money from this, so how am I self-promoting myself? I don't understand that. I'm not asking anybody for money, and people have offered, and I've refused money. So, yeah, I don't know what it is with Reddit, but I think they're afraid when they see the real thing that, they don't want it to compete with what they're filming, or I don't know what it is. Yeah, you don't have many people right now, but it's your first live chat. Give it time. Glad to be part of it, though. Portal map is the other thing I'm sending. Censorship is very real on this topic. Especially, there are reasons, but it's a lot to explain. Yeah, I believe the government controls they probably got trolls online. I haven't had very many trolls messing with me too much. But when I mentioned about chemtrails, man, YouTube put a thing right below my video explaining the description of how chemtrails are contrails. And then I like Tucker Carlson. Bill Gates was telling about how he's spraying stuff on us. So there really is chemtrails. And Bill Gates, in his own words, said he's spraying this stuff on us to control global warming. So, yeah, it's for real. Look, chemtrails. Don't worry about Reddit. Internet people just have to create conflict. Yeah, they sure do. Anthony, I agree with that. Reddit agents trying to discredit credible people. Yeah, I've been real with them, and I've shared videos that I've just made, the stuff that I've filmed and saw. So everything I'm doing is credible. It's just comes raw from the field, I shouldn't let it get to me. I shouldn't let it hurt my feelings, but it did. I really liked some of those people on Reddit, but I don't share them on those channels anymore, and I'm not sure they would let me either. I do put them in my profile on Reddit. So I'm going to look up, let's see, what's wild is it's not secret. They call it weather manipulation. China has the news weeks ago admitting to be doing it with rain. Oh, yeah, they have those HARP antennas up in Alaska. They definitely can make hurricanes with those. They can heat up the stratosphere and bounce them off of satellites and heat up the ocean and make these hurricanes, man. Remember last year we ran out of names for hurricanes, last year. I think somebody definitely, probably China, because Trump was messing with them so bad. They created all those hurricanes, I think. Yep, HARP. I know all about HARP. New Bomba had been doing it too. Yeah, there's other countries that have the HARP antennas. I know it's Russia, China, and definitely us. Did you ever see the thing where Jesse Ventura flew a helicopter out to the HARP antennas? And because he's a Navy SEAL, he thought he should be granted access, and they already denied him access. And they shot some kind of beam at him, and they knocked all their equipment out and made all their equipment go off. And yeah, Jesse Ventura, I don't know if you guys seen that, but that was pretty cool. I watch a lot of these conspiracy theory shows, and I'm finding a lot of conspiracy theories are not conspiracies at all, but a lot of them are the truth. There's always some truth to every legend, basically. And I'm starting to believe that in a lot of stuff. I've never seen a Bigfoot, but um, I don't know if they exist, but I think they probably do. They might be aliens. I've heard stories of aliens having Bigfoot do their groundwork, because they're fast and quiet. Conspiracy facts, yeah, for sure. Wow, it's 8:05, man. We've been on here for like an hour, man. That's cool. I'm glad you guys are here, man. Anyway, I think I'm going to, unless you guys got something else you want to talk about, I think I'm going to cut this off right about here. Is there anything else you guys would like to talk about before we go? Anything else you guys would like me to do? We're going to try the meditation thing. I'll figure out how to do it, and I'll try to do it while I'm filming so you guys can see it. I'll bring my girlfriend out there with me, and we'll see what we can do with that. I don't know if anybody's here anymore. I think you guys are gone. Brittany, wait till you learn what CERN did to us. LOL, firmly believe they shot us into a different timeline. Yeah, the Mandela effect. Yeah, you've heard of the Mandela effect. There's parts in the Bible, like the Lord's Prayer used to be, forgive us our trespasses and forgive those who trespass against us. I've never heard it. Now it's debts and debtors. I don't remember that. I got into that Mandela effect thing for a while. I don't know what this yellow cube is. Believe they shot us into a different timeline. You ever heard of the Dan Yellow Cube? Great interview. Huh. I'll try to remember that. It's on YouTube, huh, Brittany? Not really. Just wanted to come by and say what's up. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Commander. You've been a good part of this channel for a long time, man. Since probably around 2016, I remember you. Nautical Strings, too, has been here for a long, long time. Yeah, CERN is definitely a kind of a dangerous machine. They say that Dan B is a former very high clearance Navy clearance. So he does that channel about CERN. Yeah, CERN I think is dangerous, man. I've seen pictures of like what look like demons coming through a portal. I think that they're trying to change the earth and maybe let the devil out of his cage. You know what I'm saying? If you guys believe in that kind of stuff, they shouldn't be playing with that stuff. How much time do you spend on aliens, UFOs, other than your own work? Well, I do. I watch Ancient Aliens, UFO Hunters. I watch a lot of different stuff on YouTube. I don't really follow anybody particularly, but I do go and look at stuff that you guys mention to me sometimes. Like that one guy, Jason. Somebody told me to ask him to share my video. Very familiar with Mandela effect. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Yeah. I think there is something to that Mandela effect because I do remember Nelson Mandela dying a long time ago. Watch some stuff about. Oh yeah, I love Skinwalker Ranch. I did watch everyone from the very beginning of Skinwalker Ranch. My favorite part was the UFO that was underneath the helicopter in broad daylight, but it was cloaked. And they kept getting a radar altimeter reading of 50 feet off the ground. And the pilot was freaking out because he said there was something under there. And they were looking with a pair of binoculars on the ground and they couldn't see anything there. So there was definitely a cloaked UFO under that ship. And they have mentioned cloaked UFOs. They see these they look like white orbs up in the sky. And then all of a sudden they just disappear, and they're pretty much proven that there is some kind of a cloaking technology out there. If it's alien or human, I don't know which, it is. know what's going on at Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah, I would sure like to go there. I've messaged that guy that owns that thing on Twitter and told him to watch my made contact with a real UFO video, and I told him that he should have 24 hours a day thermal cameras pointed up at the sky, because if there is cloaked UFOs out there and you can use thermal during the day, it's a day-night scope. As long as you don't shine it at the sun, you could monitor that whole place day and night with thermal. I bet you would see some crazy stuff there at the Skinwalker Ranch. That is one active supernatural area, and I would love to go there. I think Commander Vile lives in Utah, right 3 hours from it. And man, I would love to go park near that sucker one night and just go out there and film. I don't know how close I can get to it without the guards messing with me, but man, that would be a good show to film, wouldn't it? I plan on going there someday. I want to take some soil samples. Probably not a good idea, but it's on my bucket list. Also want to get some AR footage. You've inspired me. Have you ever experienced something strange in your house? Well, yeah. My girlfriend, about 2 o'clock in the morning at the time, walked through my house, was looking for me, and she walked right by the chair I sit in usually, and she couldn't find me nowhere in the house. She used the bathroom right by where my chair is, turned around and came out. The next thing I'm sitting there in my underwear, pointing up at the ceiling, smiling. She said like this, and she put me back to bed, and I don't remember it, because the aliens took me out of my bedroom and examined me that night. Yeah, anything's possible, I don't remember it, Yeah, man, I'd sure like to go up there with you, Commander. Maybe someday we could hook up and go up there to Skinwalker Ranch, man. You said you got infrared, huh?
Hey, you're gonna be taking it mobile soon anyway. We're taking the RV.
Yeah, we're getting not a motorhome, but a travel trailer pretty soon. We're going to travel. The cloaking can sometimes look like clouds too. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, the military has cloaking camouflage suits they can wear that uses fiber optics. I've seen them on a porch, like in a test video where they're on the porch, and until they move, you can't see them. They use fiber optics. It takes bends the light from what's behind them to the front of them, and until they move, you can't really see them. And it's just like the Predator, that movie, The Predator. They have camouflage suits like that, and I've heard they have suits also that can conceal their heat, so you cannot see them on thermal either. So yeah, I'd imagine it'd be some kind of a mylar or something that would lock your heat in, so you wouldn't. They still be able to see your breath. You'd be able to see your breath coming out with thermal. Looks like you have been taken. Yeah, I think I have. That day in the woods when I was deer hunting, and that deer camera took um, took that picture of that alien. Shut up, Sam. Anyway, the picture of the alien, I think I was taken that day, and that night that my girlfriend was looking for me, I think I was taken that day too. But I don't remember any of it, man. Nothing. No, I don't have IR yet, but I want to save up for one. Very cool to meet up over there someday. Maybe if anything calms down. There are too crazy right now to travel. Yeah, there's a lot of dangerous stuff going on in the country right now. I don't want to talk about politics and stuff, but I bet you Brittany's got some stories. She lives in Portland, and I see this stuff on the news, and I'd be scared to go to Portland right now. And it's a beautiful state, Oregon, but there's a lot of violence going on right now. I have my concealed carry license, and I can carry in 31 states, but I can't carry in probably Washington, Oregon, California, New York. I can't carry in any of those places. There's at least 19 places I can't carry. Sorry to change the subject. I'm looking for a reasonably priced handheld FLIR that I can use in my backyard to see these things. Well, if I was you, I'd look into the Armacite Zeus. You know, they have cheaper models. You know, I think you can get one for about $3,000. Or you can look at ATN. They start about, you don't want to get you can get the light ones. There's a Thor 4, and it's called the Light. You can get one for like $1,500, but the resolution isn't going to be very good, and you won't have any of the options on it like recording, but you can just watch them yourself. Polino, big fan. Thanks, bro. You guys are my fan too. I'm a fan of you guys. I'm glad you guys love this stuff, man, because I love talking about it, and it's a big part of my life, this UFO alien thing now, especially since it came on the news, man. Yeah, I'm really into this UFO alien stuff right now. Yeah, check out Ruth. Check out ATN, and you can get for about uh $2,000. You can get a decent ATN Thor, which isn't light. Um, the less magnification you have, the more field of view you will have, but you won't be able to see as far with the $2,000 ATN Thor 4. But they do have some cheap models out there for $1,200-$1,300, but with no recording, like I said. And you could probably even get high resolution, fairly cheap without all the other features like, radar rangefinder and got gyro and all that other stuff. You should seek out a hypnotherapist to explore that missing time. It definitely sounds like they've taken you. Yeah, I think they have taken me. I'd have to see one of these psychologists that are into the UFO thing, because if I went to just any kind of psychologist, they'd probably think I was crazy and commit me. More than likely, I mentioned it to my old time doctor. Dr. Turntime was his name. And he believed me. He watched my videos. In my small town, my pharmacist, he watches my videos. And he was mad when I took him down. You'd be surprised how many people believe in UFOs. But another doctor, I told him about it, and he thought I was crazy. He wanted to send me to a shrink. Don't believe the hype. It's sensationalism a lot. In regards to Portland, we have crime, sure, but it's okay. It's a city. Inevitable. It's definitely hyped up on the news media. Yeah, I watch Fox a lot, Brittany, so they're kind of biased towards the right. So yeah, I try to be in the middle. I'm not on one side or the other. I don't even really vote, so I just like my country. I don't really know. I haven't been there, so you would know better than I would, Brittany. I just see all the bad stuff on the news. I agree. It probably is a lot of hype to that stuff. Anyway, let's get back to the UFO topic here. I don't really like talking about politics or religion or nothing. It just causes bad feelings, between people. I do have my Second Amendment shirt on, though, tonight. Don't tread on me. Anyway, I will be starting to record again next week when I get my scope back, and making new footage. I do have a bunch of footage on my computer still, and one on my SD card, some stuff on my SD card that I still haven't gone through yet. When I was at my house 2 weeks ago, I didn't spend a lot of time filming because I was cleaning up, painting my porches or wood. I don't want them to rot. And I had weeds like 4 foot high. I only go there like a couple times a year, but we're going to start going there every couple months to film now and see if I can get a rapport back with these things. It seemed like when I was going out there every night, it was like they was waiting for me out there. Now, I've been gone for a couple years and not filming them, so they probably went on with their alien lives and kind of forgot that I was watching them. So when I was out there, I was shining my laser up in the sky a lot and filming, to see if I could start a rapport with them again. And, I'm sure I'm in my own way, I'm meditating. I talk to them, tell them to come see me and stuff, so I guess I need to do it more mentally instead of talking to them. But I think they can hear me. You could see in that made contact video that You know, when I ask them not to go, they stop and come back. You know, that's pretty amazing. Did you research your body for scoop marks? Well, Nautical Springs, there was a point when I was going out there filming that when they fly over, it was like a mist of something was sprayed on me a lot of times, and I'd go hide under my carport, and I did get sores on my side from that. I don't know what that was. I would say that was a negative experience, and I had a guy named Larry Swenson. It's not his real name; it was his YouTube name. He came to my house from Chicago, and he seen his first UFO there within 15 minutes with my scope, and he got sprayed and went and hid underneath my carport. So I don't know what's spraying out of these things. So not all of them. I didn't experience that this time, but there's something coming off of some of these things. Like it felt like water. It didn't feel like a chemical or anything. So they do seem to be telepathic. These things are instantly aware of people and that they can see them. Yeah, that time when I was in the woods hunting, as soon as I put my hand on my pistol, that thing was over my head within a fraction of a second, you know, like it knew what I was thinking, you know, and I would never shoot at one, or I just was scared, you know, that's why I put my hand on my pistol. Yes, consistency. Remember, they communicate telepathically. That's why CE5 meditation works. Yeah, okay. I'm going to definitely research into that CE5 meditation, and maybe I'll join that site. That's got that Linda Moulton Howe on that Gaia thing. I seen her. I like her. She seems to know a lot about this UFO stuff too. You know, I think she's connected to Dr. Greer, and I think they bought Linda Moulton Howe out to Skinwalker Ranch, I believe, too, out there during a cattle mutilation. That's my favorite series, man. It doesn't seem like it's long enough, man. It's on for like a really short season, and it seems like 2 years before it comes on again. I just can't wait to see it. I like that physicist, that redheaded guy that's out there on Skinwalker Ranch, man. That is a really cool. That's a very, very cool series. I think everybody should really be watching that. Skinwalker Ranch. That's a good one. I like Ancient Aliens too, and the UFO hunters. There seem to be more on YouTube now and not on TV like they used to be. But yes, I will definitely try the meditation thing. I promise, Brittany. I'll try to do it. We'll see what happens with that. I'll have to get a tripod to do that for sure, and just point it up at the sky and then look and see what happens, you know, afterwards. Because I won't be able to look into the scope and see it at the same time. This scope doesn't have video out like my Zeus did. I have two scoop marks. One is a perfect circle. The other one looks like a heart butterfly. You can see exactly how the scrape the skin. Also remember they made one of these. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember anything, and I never really looked at myself to see if I have any marks on me. Um, yeah. So I can't say for sure. I know I was taken, but I have a feeling I was taken, you know. I just can't remember it. They blocked the memory or something. Because when I saw that deer camera picture, that my eyes went right to that, and it looked so familiar to me. You know, like I knew what they looked like, and I knew, you know, that they were there, you know. Um, that Rendlesham Forest thing where they go to the nuclear base, and those army guys at the Rendlesham Forest base said that these aliens were see-through, and they were floating through the sky. So I think that they can float around, and they're see-through, you know. And yeah, um, mine are on my back. Yeah, I'd have to have my girlfriend look at my back and see if she sees anything on my back like that. I've got quite a few tattoos on me, so I don't know if I'll be able to see it or not. I used to ride Harleys a lot and was into the biker thing. Um, Kind of hurt now. I don't ride no more that much. Want to get a trike though. Really like to get a trike. Okay, you ever seen the Turkish UFO incident? No, I haven't, Commander. Maybe you could send a link to my email for me. FrankoJoey6 at gmail.com. It's in my descriptions. If you guys have anything, you could send to me like links to stuff, like CE5 stuff or these UFO incidents or these sites that you want me to look at. Send them to my email at frankojoey6 at gmail.com. That's KO, not CO. And make sure I know it's you because I get a lot of traffic on my, I've got a private email address and then I have my channel email address and I get a lot of stuff on there. They often come down to the ground during the meditation, so scope wouldn't really be necessary. But if someone could film you doing it, that would work. Okay, yeah, Brittany, if you can send me a link to exactly where I would go to learn how to do this. Do I have to join the Gaia channel to learn how to do this, or what would I have to do? Um, I met a guy that travels the world. Do you know Preston Dennett? No, I don't know Preston Dennett. See, I'm just kind of a guy that wasn't really into the UFO thing. I was into sci-fi movies and alien movies and stuff, but I never believed in UFOs until I saw that one. You know, I thought it was just sci-fi. Um, Turkish UFO incident is a video composed of several hours worth of footage in the area over the Sea of Turkey while these UFOs come down at the same location, same time of the morning. No, what up? What up, dude? What's that? That's Gugus. What's up, brother? You're on my channel a lot too, man. Good to see you here. I'm glad you found us. Um, yeah, if you guys could send me links to this stuff, you know, that would help me. There's a lot I still need to learn about this stuff, you know. Like I said, I'm just a guy, a normal guy that I don't think I have any special abilities or anything that saw a UFO and had a way to film them. You know, just happened to have a thermal scope, you know. Otherwise, I would have never seen them, you know, without this thermal scope. And yeah, I would love to make contact with them, you know. As long as I attract the positive ones and not the negative ones. I heard there's both. There's this guy that helped me learn how to use Adobe After Effects. His last name's Freeman. He's from Canada. He travels the world and films UFOs. He has a YouTube channel too. I have to remember the name of it. He spent 6 hours on the phone with me from Canada and taught me how to use Adobe After Effects to stabilize my videos. So, oh God, yeah, you should go to his channel, man. This guy travels all over the world. He lives in Costa Rica and his last name's Freeman and Canada. So he must be pretty wealthy. I truly believe in ancient ancestors called the extraterrestrial beings Anunnaki. Anunnaki is supposed to be like the fallen angels, but really it's aliens, LOL. Yeah, I think that the aliens might be the watchers that are mentioned in the Bible. That's possible, you know. Um, I don't think I think that, you know, in anything there's good and bad in everything. And I think if you keep a positive attitude, you're going to attract positive things. And if you're got a negative attitude about it, you might attract negative beings, you know. I think that there's both. There's good and evil in everything, you know. Can you use the FLIR in the daytime? Yeah, thermal scopes you can. Now, night vision, infrared scopes, most of them, you can't use them. They'll burn up the tube. If you get light, you have to keep them even covered up when you're not using them, the tube. Where thermal is day and night. You can use it in the day or night. You just don't want to shine it right into the sunlight. And when I shined my laser into it that time, I risked messing my scope up that time. So, you know, I did that for these Reddit people, you know, so they would believe that I wasn't filming my laser light in the sky like they said, you know, but they still thought of another reason not to believe me. I don't think they want to believe on Reddit. Yep, they are the watchers, and I believe we are here because of them. Yeah, that's possible. I mean, if you think about it, Jesus was an alien. He wasn't from this world. And so, yeah, we could possibly be, you know, manipulated with uh, their genes. They might have seeded this planet, somehow and created us. I heard they did it to use us as slaves to mine gold. Gold's a precious, some kind of precious metal. Sorry, that was confusing. LOL. Gaia is a membership, but you don't need that CE5. You can find CE5 on YouTube, but I'll send you links. Make sure I know it's you, Brittany, because I got so many emails. I try to look at them all, but it takes up all my whole day sometime with a lot of emails. But if I see, just put Brittany in the subject where I can see it, and I'll know it's you, and I'll definitely click on it. Yeah, I'll try that stuff for you guys, man. I'll try the CE5 for you. As soon as I get my scope back, man, we'll see what happens. For sure. I promise you guys that. Anyway, we've been on here for like an hour and a half now. I don't know how many people are here right now, but it seems like we have a few more people. I mean, I could stay on here for another half hour or so. Let's see. Just dropping in to say, loving your videos. People are noticing on Reddit. Thanks. And try to get a tripod, set it up somehow. Wow, we got 12 people here. That's cool. Glad you guys are all here, man. Glad to see you guys here. I love talking about this topic, man. I got really obsessed with this when I saw the first UFO. I mean, I went out every day for a year and a half, almost every night, and spent at least an hour or more out there filming UFOs. And I had 350 videos up at one time within couple years. I had 350 videos. You can definitely search for them in the day or night. I think they're just easier to see at night. Yeah, it is easier to see them at night, and thermal is definitely an aid because they can be invisible and they can't hide from this thing. But they're pretty smart. I think they could figure out how to hide their heat signature. I bet you. If they really didn't want us to see them. So yeah, thermal is just a tool to be able to see these things, and that's just the tool I've chosen to use. Now, some people film them in infrared too, and but my theory is with infrared, if they don't emit any kind of light and they're bending their light somehow to where they can be invisible, there might not be any infrared light to see, So thermal is the definite for sure way to be able to see these things. Infrared is just a really small band of light, and thermal is a much broader span. It can see everything. It's a little bit different during the day looking through it. Like when you want to sight it in at the gun range, you got to put a hand warmer on the target or a piece of aluminum foil will reflect heat off of it. And you can see that to sight it in at the range, But it's a little bit more confusing during the day, looking through it. But it definitely doesn't hurt it. And you can look through it during the day. And as long as you don't shine it into the sunlight. I recommend everybody to get a Zeus made by FLIR if they were going to get one, if they can afford $5,000. That's, it's got a lot less features on it, but a lot less to go wrong with it. Just remember to check your spam folder just in case. There are a number of races. Most of the races want the best of us. Our actions on Earth affect the dimensions. Yeah, I heard that every time we detonate a nuclear bomb, it affects their dimensions, like it goes through the different dimensions. And I hear there's at least 11 different dimensions, is what Einstein said. But there could be a lot more than that, And they've been known to go to our military bases and shut our missiles down to show us that, hey, you know what? We can stop you from destroying this planet. It doesn't belong to you, You're just a resident here, like a renter, you don't have any right to be detonating these nuclear bombs. And I don't see any reason why we need nuclear bombs. That really sucks. Time space is truly unlimited, so basically anything is possible. There could be many races in the universe. Where did you hear that nukes disturb other dimensions? Well, I've heard this on TV shows that I watched. I can't remember what it was. It was one of the TV shows, one of these UFO channels. Whether it's true or not, hey, I don't know, man. I'm just telling you what I heard. Ooh, Curham, interesting. So twilight, maybe an hour or so before sunrise. I have to hit the sack. I loved it. Hope to see you very soon, Joey. Hey, goodbye, Nautical Springs. Thanks for being here, man. I'll see you. We'll be making a video probably tomorrow and sharing it. Something, maybe some of my footage from my other house. And I've still got a bunch of stuff sitting on my desktop that I filmed there this last week over there. You sleep good, brother. Anyway, we've been on here for like an hour and 36 minutes, and it went by fast for me. I love talking about this stuff. The main reason why they want to stop us from nuking is because they don't want us to destroy, and they need this planet. They don't want this planet destroyed, and they don't want their experiment. Yeah, I could see how they wouldn't just want us to destroy the planet. I don't know where I heard about this nuclear bomb thing going through different dimensions. I just heard this on TV. I watch a lot of TV shows about UFOs and stuff. I watched this one on what was it? Netflix. I can't remember what the name of this thing was. Got a bad memory. And we sent a signal out in space of our DNA code, and a few years later, we got this crop circle back with the same looking pattern we sent out into space, but it was based on silica life form. And I don't know if you guys seen that Netflix thing show. It was on Netflix. They they're an experiment, and they don't want us to destroy it either. More than likely. Yeah, the planet is very important. I love Linda Moulton Howe. Talk about the nuke dimension thing. That's who it was. Linda Moulton Howe said that. She also talks about a place, like, we got to be careful about sending like these radio telescope messages out into space, because there's a part of space that there's some not very friendly aliens that we wouldn't want to know that we are here. Does anybody know where that area was? That Linda Moulton Howe talks about. I love her, man. She's cool. I like watching shows with her. She was at Skinwalker Ranch too, man. One time. Does anybody know that something reticuli or some place in space where there's hostile beings, I guess, that might conquer us? Does anybody know where that might be? Maybe Zeta Reticuli sounds familiar. Yeah, she says that there are some hostile aliens in that part of the universe, and that we don't need to be sending signals into that part of space. So apparently Linda Moulton Howe has had contact, maybe through that CE5 meditation, with these aliens, and she's learned a lot of stuff from them. I'm assuming that's how she's learned this stuff. How else would she know about it? That's very interesting. Yeah, you got to assume that there is some positive and negative beings out there in space, that they're not all positive. Yeah, that was it. Zeta Reticuli, for sure. Anyway, don't forget to send me those links, you guys. And I'll be looking for them in my emails, and I'll start studying some of this stuff. I'm not sure. I bet you my house over there near Ardmore is on a ley line, because we have a big mountain range there. Like I said, the Arbuckle Mountains. You guys can get an idea of where I live. I think Bob Lazar said something about reading papers about top secret craft they were working on being from Zeta Reticuli. Yeah, that's probably true, Commander. I've watched a lot of stuff about Bob Lazar, and he's a pretty interesting guy. I didn't see the thing he did with Joe Rogan. I heard about it. Um, there was another thing I was thinking about. Darn it, I lost my train of thought. Huh. Anyway, I'm just a little bit messed up on pain medicine from the surgery I just had on my sinuses, so you got to excuse me. I hit my train of thought. I hate taking that stuff. I wish I could remember what I was going to say. There are good and bad races, but the ones wouldn't care about us. It's like us caring about ants. We're not significant to them. Many positive races want to help us help ourselves. What do you guys think about the Nordics? I hear that are up there in Antarctica underneath the ice. They're supposed to look like humans, but real pale skinned, I heard. And they live up underneath the ice someplace. I've seen like on Security Team taking pictures at the South Pole of UFOs out there. I don't know if it's real or not and what you guys think of Security Team, but if you think some of that stuff he's filming is real, I think that's pretty interesting. I've watched a lot of Tyler's videos, and he's definitely got some interesting stuff he talks about on Security Team. I've actually had 2 videos of mine on his channel. This made contact video, and another one when I first got my scope, there was 3 UFOs flying in the sky, and he shared that one too right around Christmas time, just before my made contact video was. I think it was in May when he shared that one, or June. What do you guys think about the Nordics? You think they're real up there in the South Pole or what? No. Yeah. Did I lose you guys? I bet you I lost my sound again. We've been on here for an hour and 42 minutes. Huh. Anyway, I guess you guys are tired probably. I hope I didn't bore you guys. I'll try to do a better live stream next time. Anyway, I guess I'll let you guys go, man. I love you guys, man. When I say that, I mean that from my heart. I know you guys love this stuff. And fun fact, the craft are controlled by their consciousnesses. That's how they can move like they do. Yeah, I've heard that too, Brittany. I was always a fan of UFO and aliens, but as soon as the 60-minute special came out with Lou, I'm starting to think disclosure is soon to come. Yeah, I think the disclosure has already come. Yeah, myself, I really do. I just think it's just the start of it, you know. It was kind of like when Trump got in office, I think is when they started releasing this stuff, you know, those Navy pilots that shared that footage. That was, I mean, that's top secret footage out of a F-18 Hornet. They had to have permission to share that, you know. They have security clearances and stuff. Somebody high up in the government had to give them permission to share that stuff. So, yeah, I agree. They're slowly letting us learn about this, and I think someday that they're going to just come out with the aliens, you know, and they're going to be part of our society and make our world maybe a better place, you know, and maybe rid of us of all these diseases like cancer and AIDS. And, you know, I'm sure they could heal this stuff, you know, for us. And that would be amazing if they could, you know. That would be really cool. Anyway, you guys, okay, let's see. Disclosure's already progress. They opted to do it gradually versus one big event. But Project Bluebeam is still a possibility. Yeah, that thing that happened to me, Brittany, about the where these orange balls came up over my house and I got hit in the chest it makes me think of that was some kind of a defensive thing. You know, maybe it was Project Bluebeam or something. Maybe it wasn't aliens at all, because that was a real negative experience. That time I didn't see any UFOs for a week, and I had a theory that they were cold hovering over my house, and there was something over my house that night, because when I shined that laser, that strobe light, and flashing pictures with my Nikon all at the same time, it caused these orange balls to appear over my house and fly all over the place, and something hit me in the chest, you know. So that was the most negative experience I've had with the UFO thing. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I've been on here for like an hour and 45 minutes. I'm getting sore sitting in this old wooden chair. I love you guys, man. Been the government. Definitely could have been the government. They have energy weapons like that. Scalar energy is another thing to look into. Well, email me all this stuff, Brittany. You're a wealth of information, man. I'm really glad you are here. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys, man, and be looking for, yeah, thank you, Anthony, for being here, man. Anthony Paulino, Commander Vile, Cluebeard, all you guys, Gogus. I appreciate all you guys, man. I really say it from my heart. I love you guys that love this stuff, and we're like family, man. All right, you guys. Good night, man. Sleep tight, man. Keep your eyes on the sky. Watch for them UFOs. Good night, folks. Bye-bye. Okay.